Before you close your eyes tonight, there's something important you need to understand. The moments right before sleep are some of the most powerful moments for manifestation. Yet most people waste them scrolling, worrying, or replaying everything that went wrong during the day. And if you've ever wondered why manifestation feels inconsistent, slow, or exhausting, your night routine might be the missing piece. Before we go deeper, take 1 second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. This helps this message reach more people who are consciously creating their reality, just like you. Now let me ask you something. What is the last thing you usually do before going to sleep? Is it checking your phone? Thinking about tomorrow's problems? Replaying old conversations? Or worrying about what hasn't manifested yet? Go ahead and comment below what your nights usually look like. Awareness always comes first. Here's the truth most people don't talk about. You don't manifest only with affirmations, vision boards, or techniques during the day. You manifest through the state you fall asleep in. Your subconscious mind is most open, most impressionable, and most receptive when you're relaxed, especially right before sleep. That's when your conscious resistance lowers, and whatever you've been emotionally focusing on gets deeply impressed. This means, if you fall asleep stressed, rushed, or disconnected, you're planting seeds of stress. If you fall asleep calm, grounded, and aligned, you're planting seeds of alignment. And the good news is, you don't need a complicated routine. You don't need an hour-long ritual. You don't need to force positivity. You only need one intentional night routine, done consistently, that signals safety, trust, and expectation to your subconscious mind. In this video, I'm going to share the only night routine you truly need to manifest your desires. Not from pressure, but from alignment. We'll talk about why nighttime is so powerful for manifestation, what actually matters before sleep, and what doesn't. How to gently reprogram your subconscious every night. A simple routine you can start tonight. And how to fall asleep feeling calm, supported, and expectant. And throughout the video, I'll ask you questions, not just to listen but to reflect. So here's one to hold in your mind as we continue. If your subconscious has been listening every night, what has it been hearing from you? Worry, doubt, pressure, or trust? Gratitude, calm expectation? There's no judgment here, only awareness. Because once you understand how powerful your nights are, you stop trying to manifest harder and start manifesting smarter. Take a breath, get comfortable, and when you're ready, we'll move into the first deep part. Why your subconscious mind responds so strongly to nighttime routines, and how this changes everything about manifestation. There's a reason so many breakthroughs happen after a good night's sleep. At night, your mind naturally shifts into a slower, more receptive state. Your brain waves change, your analytical thinking softens, and your subconscious becomes more open to suggestion. This is not spiritual fluff. It's how the brain works. During the day, your conscious mind is busy filtering, questioning, correcting, and doubting. At night, that guard comes down. That's why the thoughts you fall asleep with matter so much. Let me ask you something important. When you're lying in bed at night, where does your mind usually go? Do you replay what went wrong? Do you worry about timing? Do you question whether manifestation is working? If so, you're not doing anything wrong, you're doing what most people do. But understanding this is key because your subconscious doesn't process words the way your conscious mind does. It processes emotion, repetition, imagery, expectation. So if night after night you fall asleep feeling tense, disappointed, or rushed, that emotional state becomes familiar. And familiarity is what the subconscious recreates. This is why people say, I keep manifesting the same patterns. It feels like I'm stuck. I'm doing the techniques, but nothing changes. The issue isn't effort. It's the state you're impressing on your subconscious every night. Here's a powerful reframe. Manifestation doesn't respond to what you want, it responds to what feels normal. At night, you're teaching your mind what to expect. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine someone trying to manifest abundance, but every night they fall asleep thinking, "I hope this works. I can't afford for it not to." Even though the desire is abundance, the emotional imprint is pressure and lack. Now imagine the same person instead falling asleep thinking, "I don't know how it will happen yet, but I trust things are rearranging for me." Same situation, very different signal. Let me pause and ask you, when you think about your desires at night, do you feel calm expectation or urgency? Write that in the comments. This awareness alone can shift things. Another reason nighttime routines are so powerful is consistency. You don't need to repeat affirmations all day long. You don't need to visualize for hours. What matters is what you repeatedly expose your subconscious to, especially in moments of low resistance. Think of your night routine as a message you send every evening. This is who I am. This is what I expect. This is how safe I feel with life. And the subconscious listens. But here's where people overcomplicate things. They think a night routine has to be long, strict, or perfect. They worry about missing a step. They turn it into pressure, which defeats the purpose. The most effective night routine is not the most elaborate one. It's the one that feels soothing, natural, and repeatable. Let me ask you, does your current night routine calm your system or overstimulate it? Be honest. Phones, bright lights, mental planning, and emotional spirals all tell your subconscious one thing: stay alert. Manifestation, however, thrives in relaxation. Before we move into the actual routine itself, here's something crucial to understand. You don't manifest by convincing your subconscious. You manifest by becoming familiar with the feeling of already being supported. And nighttime is when that familiarity is built. In the next part, I'm going to walk you through the exact night routine step by step, explaining what to do, why it works, and how to adapt it to your life without stress. Before we continue, if this is resonating, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. We talk about manifestation in a grounded, sustainable way, without pressure or obsession. Take a breath. And when you're ready, we'll move into the heart of this video. The only night routine you actually need to manifest your desires. Let's simplify this. This night routine is not about doing more. It's about doing less with intention. You can complete this entire routine in 10 to 15 minutes, and once it becomes familiar, it will feel natural, almost automatic. The goal is simple: to fall asleep feeling safe, supported, and expectant, because that emotional state is what your subconscious will carry forward. Step 1. Disconnect to signal safety. The first step of this routine has nothing to do with affirmations or visualization. It's about disconnection. At least 20 to 30 minutes before sleep, begin to slow down your input. Put your phone away. Dim the lights. Stop consuming information. This is important because stimulation tells your nervous system, stay alert, stay ready, stay in control. Manifestation needs the opposite signal. You're safe. You can rest. Let me ask you, how often do you fall asleep mentally activated? Scrolling, comparing, thinking, reacting? If that's you, you're not alone. But this one change alone can shift your results. Step 2. Release the day without analyzing it. Once you're in bed, take a moment to release the day. Not by fixing it, not by judging it, simply by acknowledging it. You can silently say, "Today is complete. I don't need to carry it into tomorrow." If something didn't go as planned, resist the urge to replay it. Replaying doesn't create clarity, it creates tension. Here's a powerful question to ask yourself. What can I let go of just for tonight? You don't have to solve everything. You just have to rest. Step 3. Shift into expectation. This is key. Now comes the most important part of the routine. Instead of visualizing intensely or forcing images, do something much simpler. Bring your desire to mind gently, not with excitement, not with urgency, but with familiarity. think of it the same way you think about something you know is coming, like a planned trip or a scheduled event. You don't obsess over it. You just know it's happening. Try a soft inner statement like, "Things are working out for me. I'm being guided. This is unfolding in my favor." Let the words feel calm, almost neutral. Let me ask you, when you think about your desire this way, do you feel more relaxed or more tense? That feeling is your guidance. Step 4. Feel supported, not excited. This step is subtle but powerful. Instead of chasing excitement, focus on support. Ask yourself, what does it feel like to be held by life? Maybe it feels like relief. Maybe softness. Maybe a quiet sense of trust. You don't need a strong emotion. You need a stable one. This is where many people go wrong. They think manifestation requires high vibration emotions. But the subconscious responds best to consistency, not intensity. Calm trust repeated nightly beats excitement followed by doubt. Step 5. Fall asleep in that state. The final step is the simplest. Fall asleep without changing the state. Don't grab your phone again. Don't analyze whether you did it right. Just let yourself drift. Because the moment you fall asleep is when the subconscious takes over. Night after night, this routine teaches your mind, I am supported. I can rest. Things move even when I'm not forcing them. And that's when manifestation stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like alignment. Before we move into the final part, let me ask you, which step of this routine feels like it would help you the most right now? Comment below. Reflection deepens integration. And if this routine resonates, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We explore manifestation in a grounded, sustainable way, without pressure. In the final section, we'll talk about how to stay consistent, what to do when you miss a night, and how this routine compounds results over time. Take a breath. We're almost there. Now let's talk about what truly makes this night routine work. It's not perfection. It's not discipline. And it's definitely not pressure. It's consistency with kindness. Many people quit routines not because they don't work, but because they expect immediate results and judge themselves when they miss a day. But manifestation doesn't respond to rigid rules. It responds to repeated emotional states. So let me say this clearly. Missing one night does not undo anything. Forgetting a step does not block manifestation. Overthinking does far more harm than skipping. This routine works because it slowly trains your nervous system and subconscious mind to associate nighttime with safety, trust, and expectation. And those associations compound. Think of it like this. Each night you fall asleep calm and supported, you're adding a small deposit into an emotional savings account. You don't notice it after one night, but over time it changes how you think, react, and expect life to respond to you. Let me ask you something. Do you tend to be gentle with yourself when building habits, or critical? If your answer is critical, that's something to soften, not fix. Manifestation flows best when your system feels safe, not watched. Now, what happens after a few weeks of this routine? People often notice less mental noise at night, fewer anxious thoughts before sleep, a calmer relationship with their desires, more trust in timing, and subtle shifts in how opportunities show up. Not always dramatic, but steady. And steady change is the kind that lasts. Here's something important to understand. You don't manifest by controlling outcomes. You manifest by regulating your inner world. When your nights are calm, your days follow. When your subconscious feels supported, your actions become clearer. When expectation replaces urgency, things begin to move naturally. Now, I want to address something gently. Some people find it hard to fully relax at night, not because they're doing anything wrong, but because their minds are overstimulated, overworked, or constantly on. If that's you, supporting your brain and nervous system can make a big difference. There are tools designed specifically to help the mind slow down, relax more deeply, and enter those receptive states more easily, especially at night. If you're someone who struggles with racing thoughts, restlessness, or mental fatigue, you might find that kind of support helpful. I've shared one option in the description and pinned comment for those who want an extra layer of ease with their nighttime routine. It's completely optional, just something to explore if it feels aligned for you. Now, before we close, let me ask you one final question. How would your life change if you trusted that things could move forward even while you rest? You don't need to manifest harder. You don't need to do more. You need to allow your system to believe that support doesn't stop when you sleep. As you finish this video tonight, try something simple. Don't rush to the next thing. Let the calm stay with you. And if this video supported you in any way, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Magnathoughts is a space for grounded manifestation, calm mindset shifts, and emotional alignment, especially for those who want growth without burnout. Thank you for being here. Thank you for choosing presence over pressure. And tonight, rest knowing that things are already rearranging for you.